Muted. There we go. Now I'm not muted. Was that on YouTube? Oh, I was muted on YouTube the whole time. I'm sorry. Manolo, welcome in. It is the viewer suggestion today is what we're doing. So yes, we are taking character ideas. Basically, if you have a D&D character or a tabletop RPG character, Pathfinder, Cyberpunk, whatever, you can suggest it. We put it on the list and then we draw it. That's how we roll here. So if you have one of those characters, feel free to suggest it, and I'll put it on the list for you. Sorry about the delay there. Boom, 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 boom. We're back. Start with some rugbies. Would help if I wasn't muted all the time. Healing Domain Bugbear Cleric. Nice. I like it. We'll put it on the list. We're going to warm up with a rugby sketch, which is our little goblin friend. Little goblin disguised as a bugbear. Just to get warmed up and get things going. Get things off the ground. How's your week going? I hope it's going well. I'm sure everybody's ready for the weekend. It is Halloween, so I should probably give rugby something spooky. Moniker, hello, welcome in. What should we do to rugby today? Should we give him a pumpkin? Make him a vampire again? He was a vampire last time. I think we were supposed to do Frankenstein. We were supposed to do a Frankenstein rugby. I'm gonna try to make him a Frankenstein. We can put bolts in his neck. Give him a scar. Give him big old clompy boots. Because it doesn't really matter if rugby's only like a foot tall. The platform shoes aren't going to do much. I think I just made rugby into a weird Sonic character by giving him bolted shoes. Sonic and rugby. Nebby, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Gotta go fast. Yeah. I am streaming today on Twitch and YouTube again. This is probably one of the first Twitch viewer suggestions. So that's neat. We don't need ads right now. Chill the fuck out. Get out of here. Weekend! Yeah. Does anybody have fun plans for the weekends? Games, perhaps? Perhaps there will be games? Oh boy. Corvus, thank you. Thank you for the sound alert. I hope people heard that on Twitch. I doubt people heard it on YouTube. We could try to put it on YouTube. That could be interesting. But I don't know how that would work. Just let the Twitch people just torture the YouTube people. I mean, yeah, we could try it. We'll see what happens. Nippy says hello. This is going to be interesting, me trying to like keep straight who's on YouTube, who's on Twitch, and who's in the Discord. So, well, best of luck to me. What would make this rugby look more Frankenstein-y, zombie-ish? Maybe some bite marks on the ear. Nom 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 nom. I think I have to make him look more derp. Would Frankenstein's eyes be dilated or not dilated? Brian's. Bolts in the neck? Yeah, we could put bolts in. You have multiple throats?
Well, you know what I mean. Went the wrong way.
Went the wrong way. Yeah, Pixel? What's up? What's up? You gotta tell me. I can't give you nothing unless you tell me what you want. Just attention. Straight up attention. Oh, please. Please. I didn't get to eat the other cat's food today. You wouldn't let me, so I'm hungry. This is a pretty monstrous rugby. Just do something like that. He's got his feathers. He's got some bolts. He's got some big old shoes. What am I missing? What am I missing? Maybe the shoe should be ripped. And his little goblin toes are poking through. Because we all know that's why most people just come to this channel. Just to see Rugby's toes. Thank you, Corvus, for your subscription. I appreciate that. Puppeteer, how's the stream going? Pretty good. We just started, so doing all right. Reminds me of Rayman. Nice. I like it. True that. I think that's a pretty good one. Should I say that again?
Yeah. The eyes definitely make it seem Rayman.
Okay, I can see that. Rayman's got that weird bunny people thing, right?
I think it was rabbits. Creepy rabbits, but
They've got something weird about their teeth. Something like that. I have no idea. No idea. Toes cost extra, Nebby. You know this. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, but I'm not going to draw more toes. I think I'm good. I think this is good. I think let's get into it. We have a lot today, so yeah, maybe we should just start going. I'm gonna try to do a lot of like really loose sketching today. I think that's what I'm gonna focus on. Not get super hung up on details and just try to get the characters out. Rabbids, that's right. Rabbids are bizarre. They are pretty weird. They are pretty weird. Let's do a quick check, see how everything looks on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure everything is ready to go. Good. I got a centered view. We'll go over to Twitch. Look good. Yeah, I think we're good. Sound's working. You know what? I just realized on Twitch there is no Discord audio. Oh yes, there is. Corvus, give me a pop. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I think we're good. We're gonna start it up. So I have a list. I have a list of 30 things for those of you just joining us. Actually, I think there were some more suggestions that I might not have grabbed this morning. So let's do that real quick. We do have a list set up from Monday. We started doing a poll for the YouTube community post. If you have not gotten your suggestion on there or on the Wednesday stream, you're welcome to suggest one now, and I will put it on the list. We will roll some dice, and then we'll go from there. Hooray, more ads. Thank you, Twitch. We're just going to document every time that Twitch rolls ads to prove a point. Because Twitch makes me, like, no money, but they have way more ads than YouTube, so I don't know what's going on. And it seems strange. We'll find out. So if in YouTube you get an ad, let me know. Let me know. I want to see what YouTube does comparatively. Maybe YouTube just doesn't tell me. 3 kobolds. That may be the case, yeah. Let's see. We got a Kenku. We got 3 kobolds in a trench coat. That seems a little breaking the rules, but you know what? I'll allow it today because it's Halloween. And a gunslinger raccoon. Named Racket. Okay. Oh man. It's getting to be fall. My allergies are kicking my butt. I'm gonna roll my orange die, which I was gracefully gifted to. Gifted? Dice was gifted to me by the Patreon members, which was really cool. So, a natural 1. Great way to start the day. Okay. So we have a female albino hill giant necromancer wizard with long black hair, wearing a hangman skeleton around her neck, wielding an uprooted dead tree, with a whole bunch of animals hanging off of it. All right, creepy. Creepy and scary. Twitch has a different kind of revenue thing compared to YouTube, I believe. I think they're viewer-based rather than watch time. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Atomic Sorcery, thank you for risky... blah, blah, blah. Today's not great for me, apparently. We're going to wake up. We're going to wake up today. I will pet the Skip Cat. Skip Cat has made himself a little burrow by the heater, and he is just rolled up in a blanket. So, I'll go pet him real quick. I'll see what Pixel wants to grab a drink, and then we're going to draw this creepy hill giant, because why not? Meow! Hello! Hello, Skip Cat.
Wait. Oh, so soft. So soft. So soft, boy.
Okay, Pixel, what do you want? Show me. Show me. Okay. Here we go. Why would it be an albino hill giant? Like, I Aren't albinos already? Aren't albinos? Hill giants already kind of pale?
No, they're kind
Oh, hey, I thought they were like blue.
of tall, ugly people.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
You're thinking of stone giants.
Maybe I am. Let's look up a hill giant then, just in case. Just big and chunky. All right. Big and chunky. That's what we're drawing. Nope. Let me put up the poll on the YouTube. Cat meows have been heard, and he does be a talker. Oh yeah, Pixel just loses his mind. Sure enough, I got up to see what he wanted, and he just ran to the food bowl, and he's like, "Food time!" It's like, you got fed twice this morning already. You will not be fed again for 3 hours, so you will just have to wait. Okay, the poll is up for people to suggest what color they would like the pen to be. I guess I can do that on Twitch, too. Man, I've forgotten how everything works, so this is going to be a fun little extravaganza here. People watching on Twitch, people walking, oh yeah, I gotta cover the frog! Everybody loves cover the frog. I should turn that into a rug. I have a friend who's starting a rug business, and he's like, I need images. And I was like, all right, I'll think of stuff. Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog here. I wish I could do that voice. I should practice it. Necromancer. Necromancer. What does a necromancer look like? We gotta do lots of shapes. Let's get lots of shapes in here first.
What does a hill giant necromancer look like?
Yeah. Should you do short legs? I'm thinking short legs. Which is sad, because most of the time my I like my characters to have long legs. Got a skeleton hanging from their neck. That's kind of weird. Which makes me think like Breath of the Wild or Elden Ring. The moblins will have like all the weapons and food hanging around their neck. You alright? Dying?
No, I'm still recovering from that Pepsi going down the wrong pipe.
It's toxic. Melts your lungs. Afternoon, how's everyone? Welcome in, Elvin here. How are you today? What do people feel about this pose? Maybe I don't know if I want to draw the tree just because having to draw all the animals is going to be a lot. But I definitely want to do at least like a bust here. So maybe we don't do the legs. The alpha doesn't work on my laptop. Nice. Looks like a good shape. Alright. Let's look up some more hill giants. I love the old Pathfinder hill giants. They're just very potato-y.
So like 5Ds. They're just kind of gross. They're like the goblins of giants. Just very gross.
Very lumpy. Which maybe my pen is too small for this. Usually I try to keep it around 7 pixels. Maybe I'll go a little bigger just to get a little more shape in here. Shape doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be like normal human proportions. It can kind of be a little all over the place. So we're gonna go. Don't die on me now. Maybe if you get some like 7-Up or Coca-Cola and just chug that, maybe that'll counteract it.
No, it's just like where I choked.
It's like anti-venom.
I coughed a lot.
Okay.
So I'll be like this for like an hour or so.
I'll wake up in the morning and like look at Instagram, and I'll find artists that are just like amazing at pencil lining, and I'll be like, oh, I want to do that today. That's all I want to do today now is just work on my pencil art. And then I start drawing. I'm like, man, this guy's so good. How do I be that good? So I'm gonna have to do some studies. I'm gonna have to start grabbing some studies of people. Potatoes. Thanks, Tom. YouTube ad. Okay, let's start. Let's keep track. Let's see what happens.
YouTube ad for me.
No YouTube ad for you. Okay, so maybe it's individualized. Only 5 seconds though. That's interesting. I think I turned off. YouTube has a whole bunch of different things you have to do now for advertisements. Okay, so that's one for YouTube, but not everybody got it, so that's interesting. And then Twitch. Twitch, I've skipped one, and it's run 2. So we have 3 there. What was I talking about?
Sketches. Pencil.
Oh, yeah. The thing about on Instagram is they'll be like people drawing Batman or something. It's like it's pretty iconic, so it's not. I think it's easier to do that if you already have some really good reference than, say, coming up with what a hill giant looks like. So I'm already at a disadvantage there, but there's definitely a lot I can improve. Especially with, like, hair. I need to get better at hair. I like we've shifted from keeping track of posture now to actively tracking ads. I mean, you guys can still have me do that. That's fine. I just don't know how to make it work on YouTube. If you guys want to watch on Twitch and make me do posture checks, that's cool. Yeah, YouTube doesn't natively have a audience interaction function. I feel like if you're a necromancer, you just have to have lots of eyeliner. It's just like a requirement.
I was going to suggest maybe like putting a skull at the bottom of that braid.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Would it be a tiny skull though? Maybe it's a skull bracelet.
Where's that?
Like made out of skulls.
Yeah, it would have to, I don't know, an ogre skull at the bottom?
An elephant skull? You could put an elephant skull.
No, I said ogre.
Yeah, but I mean, sorry. I was thinking of big things.
Oh.
Ogre skull could be cool too, though. Actually, now that I was thinking, because like they're really squat. Just like. Meh.
I thought you may have misheard me. I was like, what? No, I didn't say that.
An ogrefant.
Oh.
Yeah, why aren't people blending ogres and what's the other thing? Luxodons. Hmm. Jeez, be more creative,
They're
people.
not monsters.
Pixel.
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
sorry.
I was gonna say Pixel just
I
gave
was
up.
gonna say, I will say in one of my favorite video games, talking about elephants and stuff like that the giants in the game have big, long, like, elephant tusks.
Okay.
And, I mean, they're technically cyclopses, but, like, they just use the term giant to describe them.
That's awesome. That seems really familiar. I swear I've seen that, so... Hello, Blue Skittle. Welcome in. For those of you who don't know who Blue Skittle is, amazing artist, working on landscaping and thumbnailing over on Twitch. You can also find them on YouTube. I highly suggest it. Hope you're doing well, Skittle. If you have something you'd like to share today, feel free. We are hanging out on YouTube and Twitch, so if you'd like to share on one platform or the other, let me know. Yeah, what game was that where the giants had tusks? For some reason, I'm thinking like belly tusks, which was really weird.
Oh, no. This is Dragon Age Inquisition.
Okay. Maybe that was a Demon Souls game? I'm getting weird vibes of like really tall, creepy, and like tusks. Ooh, that's a big old troll boy. That's the one from Dragon Age?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I think that was one of the bigger ones. That one's a nice giant.
Gotcha. What is Skittle's YouTube called? I think it was just a blue Skittle, spelled a blue Skittle. ABLU, I believe. I found it the other day. I don't know what to do with this this face. Do hill giants have weird teeth? No. Nope, just potatoes. Just potatoes. Is potato. Blip, 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 blip. More skeletons. This is a dark, cryptic thing I'm drawing here. How's the art going, Skittle? Anything new going on? Any more character arts? Fabio, the Hill Giant Necromancer. Yeah, I feel like I need to make her more potato. I don't know how to do that. I want more muscle, but also maybe more just like chub.
More girth?
Yeah. Too much beef, not enough starch.
Too much meat, not enough potatoes.
Yeah. I feel like I've drawn one of the giants from that anime. I can't remember the name.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, yeah. Like the detail work is amazing, but the proportionality is just bizarre. I really hate it.
They are essentially just mechs.
Flesh mechs. That's fair.
Not that I've actually watched it. I've watched the first episode, like, actively.
I watched the first season, I think. I might have watched some of the second season. Oh, that's super creepy. I love it. I would definitely read that as a troll, though.
Oh yeah.
But I guess trolls
However-
are kind of giants, so whatever.
Yeah, they are. In both Pathfinder and in D&D, there is like a subspecies of giant. But in D&D, not D&D, but in Dragon Age, these are just giants.
She definitely needs to be more necromancer.
I mean, I definitely like them better than the Elden Ring giants / trolls.
Yeah, you know, the trolls in Elden Ring, or the giants, whatever the hell they are, they're super weird. And they get weirder if you go back to, like, Dark Souls and Demon Souls. Because, like...
They always have something missing. Like, either they don't have a face, like their face is just a hole.
Yeah. Their face
Like
is a hole, and then their body is a hole, and then their legs. And it's like, what am I looking at? I don't understand what I'm looking at. And then in Elden Ring, they're like, no, it's a face, and so is the body. It's just like, why? Why is it two faces? I don't understand. So, yeah, super weird. I always love it when giants are drawn with whiskey? Pipe made of some chimney, and a bracelet made of a fence. Huh. I don't know if I've seen that. They asked for a creepy smile. Oh, well, okay. So this does just feel like Attack on Titan at this point. And I want to make sure this eye is glowy. Just to really solidify it in there, you know? Necromancy! I think we need bigger chin. I like that his villain is called the Bronze Kneecap. I always thought that was funny. Wasn't it like a titanium toenail clipper or something?
I don't know.
Might have been the titanium toe. Something like that. Fun fact, Attack on Titan is technically a Gundam anime. Agreed, yep. Ad for me, and back from ad, so missed an entire reaction shot. I'm sorry. I said I had never seen seen what you were talking about. Unless I'm thinking maybe some old artwork of like giants just kind of like living in cottages. Is that what you're talking about?
I just think of Alice in Wonderland, where not Alice in Wonderland, where she outgrows that little cottage that she's in.
Yeah. Alice in Wonderland is sounds like a different story. Alice in Wonderland. P.I.
Not my favorite movie or series of stories. So.
You know, it's interesting enough. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a good... I think it's a good book for kids, oddly enough. Because it's just like, what if your imagination just went bonkers? And as you're older, it's like, okay, cool, yeah, this is what an acid trip is like. But,
yeah.
But like, it's a good way to just be ridiculous, which I appreciate. I want some bones. I need more bones in here. You know what? She's a necromancer. Why not? What bones are bigger than a giant, though? Nothing. Tusks? Ooh, yeah.
Bigger
okay.
giants.
Bigger giant bones. We'll do some elephant tusks strapped on the back here. Big old mammoth bones. Kind of the opposite of the borrowers, yeah. I'm just going to borrow your house.
You mentioned tusks. My mind immediately went to like Hell Scream, where it's a tusks. It's weird tusk shoulder things.
Yeah. Ooh, dragon bones. Yeah, I didn't think about dragon bones. Yeah, I don't want to draw the tree, but I'm gonna. Here we go. This is how you fake a tree. Which reminds me, I need to go trim my apple tree. It's getting a little wild. And it's wintry enough that I think I should do that.
Maybe don't trim too much because it could die back and just kill it.
You know, I'd be okay if this tree died. Like, it's... I did not plant it. It's old. It has never, ever given me fruit. It's just an old cherry tree that is... Literally, this is how it starts. I mean, it's actually like this, not literally. The tree goes up, and then this branch goes this way, and then this way. And then this branch goes up and goes this way. And then this branch goes over here and goes like this, and then goes this way. So it's like, cool tree. I don't know what to do with you.
Wait,
Last...
you said an apple tree. Is it a cherry tree?
Yes, it's a
You
cherry
said
tree.
both.
It's a cherry tree.
Okay. And it's probably just purely ornamental.
Yeah, it's old and gnarled and dead. So I cut off the dead branches 2 years ago. I think I need to cut off all the cut branches.
Just turn into a living bonsai.
Essentially, yeah. Gods are bigger than giants. That's true. God bones. I knew a couple people that weren't happy with the Thor Love and Thunder plot because the god killer was in it, and I really liked it. I really like that concept of someone who's just like rebelling against the gods and gets a different god to help them kill all the gods. It's like, yes, this is chaotic, and I'm here for it. Okay, I think this is about where I'm going to end with this one, just because I'm not sure where to take it without going super nuts. That's cool. Is that a Oni?
It's a rune giant.
A rune giant, okay.
Yep. Why they are like massive Oni giants, I have no idea why.
Yeah, you think the rune giants would look more like ice giants or something.
They're like magically made giants by the rune lords.
Ah, okay.
They have a bunch of rune tattoo like scars all over them.
Neat. Gore,
It's
yeah.
like, why the Japanese aesthetic? It's like
I would bet.
a weird thing.
So I would bet that's because of Rise of the Rune Lords has kind of a so like the part of the world that it's in the Pathfinder universe has kind of a like, I don't know how to say it. because it's
take,
not
like,
it's not
places
really
like Avestan,
right.
which is like the Europe continent, which is
Okay.
the weird thing.
There's a lot of characters that feel like Japanese inspired, like samurai-esque or
Like I've seen like background pieces they've done for the area where the Root and Lord story takes place, and it's just like interesting choices.
yeah.
I wasn't expecting like East Asian style buildings
Yeah.
with like the tiled roofs.
Where do you go? There's an interesting place you go to there. It's like the White Cliffs. What is it called? Shoot. Absalom? Absalom's pretty cool. It's built on like a giant white outcropping.
Start off in the town of Sandport. You eventually go through Rizia, which is where Sandport is. When I hear like ancient empire, like of like Thassalon, I think Atlantis.
Yeah, it's giant statues. It's giant statue heads and stuff. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's more like Gondor. All right, I'm done with this one. Let's move on to the next one. Let's roll some dice.
Let's kick this pig.
Orc bard in a jester costume. Sure. Simple, clean.
Murders.
What's that?
The skins saw murder.
The skin saw murders are fun. If you want, we could run that. It's a good campaign. Looks like we're doing purple for the next one.
Yeah, I do like the root ones. I like how they continued on with the story of like the other rune lords waking up.
The purple. He's the purple. Okay, orc jester. I feel like jesters have a very specific pose. Let's find a jester pose.
League.
What's that?
Just that one creepy jester from League.
What is his name? Shako?
Shako?
Shako, yeah.
Maybe?
I think it's Shakko. So, however you want that to be.
Yeah.
The Demon Jester. Should be a little bulkier than that. What would an orc jester do? Slapstick? Maybe. That's a pretty good pun. Maybe he just beats people with a rubber chicken. Anything he wants, because he graduated from clown college. And he's going to use that degree.
Juggling the little juggling clubs.
Yeah, just the pins.
Yeah.
I want to give orcs beards for some reason. But jesters shouldn't have a beard. That's just weird. Yeah, Nebby, wrong kind of jester. Unless you want an orc in a jester Lavore costume. That's a different kind of horror. Five players survive an 8. I saw that this morning. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. We talked a little bit yesterday about Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and it started making me thinking about other types of games and stuff that I go through. And it's like, for the most part, I don't know if it matters what setting you use, as long as you're playing it to a point where you're happy with it. Like, everything's going to need to be tweaked a little bit. I'm having a weird culmination of Santa Claus for an orc jester. I don't know what that means, Moniker. Like Santa is an orc, or Santa as a jester? Orc plus jester equals Santa. Yeah, I don't... That's very confusing to me. What kind of Santa do you espouse to?
Demon Santa?
It's got the sleigh bells. You can see the sleigh bells somewhere in there. My nose is a running, and I blame the heater. An orky one. I'm not sold on it yet. Not sold on it. You guys are gonna have to really convince me of that one. I still want to take the juggler feat. I think it'd be really funny. Just start juggling knives. The problem with that is like things like magical returning negate it. Like, you don't need 3 knives if you can just have the knife return back to your hand after you throw it. But if you have the juggler feat, you could have 3 wands. Just saying. 2 wands and a knife. Magic hands.
Or you could have like different daggers that do different things.
Mm-hmm. I think the big
Right.
part of it is that most people don't really play with this weapon in this hand, this weapon in this hand. You have to put that weapon away, pull another weapon out. It's like, if you have a weapon, just use it. Like, who cares? I think that's how most games are played. We're living in a fantasy one. So your fantasy world with Orc Santa? That's fine. You can do that. 1 second. I'll be right back. One second. I'm gonna blow my nose. Okay. Nope, there's another ad on Twitch. Oh, I lost my counter. How are them YouTube ads going?
I haven't got it yet.
That's good.
They may not. I don't know. And I honestly don't have ad block on.
A likely story.
If I did, it'll be stopping the video every like 10 seconds. Like, hey, you need to turn this off. Hey, you need to turn this off. Hey, you need to turn this off.
Thank you, Atomic. I like this, but I also hate it. So I'm gonna start over. No, I'm not. Let me think about this. We need some coattails. Finished up another commission last night. It looked really good. I'm gonna see if I can share it with people. I want to have a nice way to share commissions. Like, I mean, just putting them in the Discord is one thing, but like, it would be fun to have like a showcase for people that get commissions from me. That would be kind of cool. I need to figure out how to draw orcs. That's what I need to do. I don't have a really unique way to draw orcs. Yeah, the sideburns were definitely weird. I'm glad I got rid of the sideburns. There's Orc Santa, yep.
It's just Old Man Thrall.
Old Man Thrall, yeah. There is an Orc Santa in Warcraft.
Why am I not surprised?
For the... I don't think it's called the Winter Festival. I can't remember what it's called. It's essentially Christmas. They put a big tree in the middle of town.
Yep.
Apparently, D&D orcs have pig noses? They used to. I don't know if they still do.
kind of long noses now.
Mm-hmm. Batons. This just looks like, thank you. The odd Firefox. For those of you just coming in, or those of you only on Twitch, we do this every Friday, every Wednesday and Friday. If you have a character idea, D&D character idea, feel free to suggest it, and we'll put it on the list. We'll give him beefy orc legs, because why not? Jesters are supposed to be kind of weird wearing skin-tight clothes, right?
Mm-hmm. Heights.
We're men. Manly men.
And the tights. Tight.
Tights. I think I already put my idea or something on the YouTube comment post. Perfect. Then I have it. It's on the list. And we roll some dice, and the dice gods decide what we draw. Now it's a waiting game. I like the funny hat that splits. I definitely like the Harlequin patterning. I have a love and hate relationship with, because it's essentially what my character wears. So it's like, okay, cool. I guess that's kind of my thing, but at the same time, like, I don't want it everywhere.
Kind of the issue with stock characters means they're free use for everyone. So
Yeah. Look at this unique character I made with a very basic pattern. That's my life. That is my life. Alright. I'm not sure what else to do with this guy, so I think that got the idea across. Maybe I should paint his face. because I feel like he needs the scarf. I have a few things overlapping here. That's why it looks messy. Let's clean that up. I got hiccups? Why do I have hiccups? What's going on here? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. My face. My face today. I normally watch over the garden wall. That's good. Yeah. It's what I've done the last 2 years. It's a pretty good series, especially for Halloween. Any other Halloween traditions? Not really. I haven't carved pumpkins in a few years just because of it's a big to-do.
You don't want a rotting pumpkin on your porch.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I think we're done. I think we're done here. Just tighten this up real quick.
I need healing.
Healing. Thank you for the water.
Figured since you were like almost on the sketch, it'll be a good time to just water.
Yeah. Any idea what next month's donations will be? It's going to be November. I thought I had one. We did otters. We did raccoons. We've done bears and octopus, which is still active. If people want me to draw a bear, Octobear, you know, feel free. Bits, super chats, you name it. We'll draw some Octobears. Okay, I think that was done. I'm gonna move on to the next one. What's a good November one? Dang it, breathables. Not good. November? What does that mean? November? November's pretty funny. I don't know how to draw a quick knoll, though. That would be a big one. November is pretty good. 20. Please draw a male Nightingale Kenku Time Wizard. What does a nightingale look like? Oh, lordy. This is... black-billed nightingales. Okay, that looks more interesting than not. Well, they're tiny. Tiny little birds. Okay, the male nightingales actually do have some coloration on them. There we go. I said no pen bear. So you have to do art without a pen. That doesn't... that won't work. That just straight up won't work. Sorry about that. Unless people would want me to stop what I'm doing and like bust out a regular pencil, because I don't know how I would do that. Squawk! I watched the first few episodes of the new Rick and Morty series. Rick and Morty season 7, I guess. They weren't good. They were very slow and uneventful, and I don't know. It was very weird. I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, but like now with the 2 original creators gone, it's just like, eh. So, oh well. No more Rick and Morty for me, I guess. Unless the next one's really, really good. I'll give it 3 episodes. These little fatty boys have real big eyeballs for the size of their head. Go back in a little bit. No problem. November. Would that just be like? Would that just be another we draw bears again? We could do it that way. But not too many people actually wanted me to draw a bear. I got a handful of them. What is a pinole? Is it the opposite of like a knoll, but with dyslexia? Dang it. My nose won't stop running. Sorry, everybody. It's not cool to just like sniffle into the microphone. Give me 1 second. Okay. Ah. Is it a knoll possum? Ads will be running shortly. Oh, there's another one for YouTube. What happened to my nightingale? Uh-oh. Persqua! They are very fluffy. Might be worth doing something like this. YouTube ad. Yeah. The lead Pathfinder designer made it, though. Interesting. So it's not published, but it's just a... We could draw possums. I'm not sure how I'd make that work. Wow. I think I might have started with the possum side quest. Okay. Neat. More ads. Oh well. It is what it is. Would you like to sponsor an entire episode? Have something drawn?
Excuse me?
Wait, who just excused me? That's funny. It didn't tell me who did that. It just said sound alert. Excuse me. Blank redeemed sound alert. That's hilarious. Yeah, so I've been doing basically I called it the uh-oh. What did I call it? On YouTube, I've just been calling it the side quest, but it was the super chat. There you go. The super chat side quest. Anytime somebody gives a super chat or like donates bits, then we draw a tiny little sketch for them. Usually on theme, though, was the thing I've been doing. Maybe we just need to open it up. Like a 5-minute sketch. 5-minute mini commission. There's only 2 things I know about birds. They be fluffy, and Becky's a hoe. That's all I know. That's all I know about birds. If you guys don't get that reference, I'm sorry. It's an old reference. It's funny. We are losing viewers like crazy today. Something else going on today? What is this? Friday. Is there like a PaizoCon going on or something? Where'd everybody go? Maybe this should be a big poofy collar. You're in the background drawing? Nice. Maybe I'll do like that Sergeant Pepper coat. Trying to pixelate a small dude lying prone. Interesting. Pixel art is interesting because it's a exercise in simplification. Like, how can you distill the most important information out of an image? It's tough. It's a very unique art style. Well, I mean, artistry? Art form? Art form. That was the word I was looking for. It's a unique art form. Excuse me. Jeebus. Can people hear the music today over the heater? I didn't think about that. RPG Bot is a great website. Yeah, it's pretty good. They have a lot of good stuff there. Sort of? Okay. Would boop the snoot. Oh my goodness. Somebody send allergy medication. Pathfinder 2e side is a little lacking, but more complicated, so I get it. What's it lacking in? We started looking at the... Honestly, I think... Let me tell the story differently. I think part of the problem with second edition is there's too much stuff. We were talking a little bit with Corvus yesterday about it. About, like, there's no class features because it's all built into the feat system. But then a lot of the feats are also class, like, skill-based. You get skill feats every so often. And it's like, if you're playing a game where you don't need, more than 2 or 3 feats per character, or, sorry, 2 or 3 skills per character, you feel like you have extra unneeded, unwanted feats. Races, in my opinion, the classes are helpful, especially with feats. Lacking in races, interesting. That's surprised to hear that, because like there's a ton of races you can play in Pathfinder, and then they have their racial features which level up as your character levels up, which I really like. Some of them are pretty bland, which is unfortunate. It's like Kanrasu, I think, only has like 2 or 3 feats that you can take. Which is a bummer. It is a bummer. So maybe you're right. RPG Bot only has a list of the common races. Oh, yeah, you're missing out a bunch. Go to
Archives of Nethys.
Archives of Nethys, yeah.
Or if you like Pathfinder 1E, just check out the SRD. It has them all in there as well.
Poppet Race is great. Rossi Race is great. The Galoma is on there.
Yep. You got Tengu.
Tengu.
Tsune. Where did that RPG bot got brought up again? I think we talked about it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little strange. Yeah, RTB bot is great for their character builds. That's what I usually go there for. People will put up like, here are the best feats for this type of build. It's like, yeah, this is good content. Becky!
I've still been trying to figure out that cleric build.
You just got to figure out what you want to do with your cleric, I think.
Yeah. And that's what I've mainly been trying to do, like, try to hammer down like a concept
Yeah.
that I want to play.
And that's something maybe we should talk about here too, is kind of the thing that I see wrong with a lot of clerics is that the cool thing about clerics is that you can do anything with it. And so people are always like, oh, I'm the cleric, I have to be the healer. It's like, no, you just say you want to be the DPS and then pick a cleric. Like, just do it that way. Don't get pigeonholed into a type. Cleric can really be anything. So.
Oh yeah.
Especially like, oh man, I've made some really devastating clerics in 1E. If you take the negative channel negative energy, you just walk into a room and just like everything living in this room loses 30 hit points. It's like, what? It's like 60 feet of me. Boom. Everybody dies. Just sap the life force out of the room.
Let's just hope there's no undead in there.
Yeah, because that's the opposite of it, right? Like, that's the downside to it. But if you're a good cleric and you're walking into a room full of dead things, it's just like, now's the time. I heal everybody and all the dead things die. It's like, yay! And I know you have to choose which one you're doing, but I usually forego that because that's stupid.
Well, not in second edition anymore. When you're using 3-action heal or harm, it just does all the effects.
Yeah.
It's like, you heal, alright, any undead creatures or anything that takes damage from positive energy, take damage.
Suck on these positive vibes. Okay, there we go. I think I'm done. I'm done with this guy. There's my Becky, I was gonna say bandolier, but that's not right. Bandolero? Is that the right term?
A troubadour?
Maybe troubadour. Oh, bandolero's a bandit.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like words that meant like also meant bard.
I was thinking of like the
Bordello? Which is like a bar, I think. A
maybe.
sleazy bar.
No. When I said bandolero, I was thinking of like an old western gunslinger that had a guitar, which I looked it up. That's a bandit. Like, that's what that term
I
comes
mean-
from. So it's like, you could be a bandit with a guitar, and that might be why that word got stuck in my head that way. But
Yeah.
banjo, banjo. It's pretty funny. I think there's an entire video in why you should choose a deity before a domain. Probably. Yeah. The thing is, it's kind of a balancing act. 2E cares less about it, but when you're picking a cleric, you basically get to pick. I would pick the weapon and then see which gods follow that weapon. That would be how I usually do it.
That's kind of what I've been doing. Is though also if I do take a domain, I have to like find a domain that actually will get use out of our group, because some of them are very like meant for like out of combat type of scenarios.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you're a knowledge, you have like all this. You have these 2 focus spells that allow you to recall knowledge on all sorts of different things.
Yeah, because they kind of turn you into a bard. Like,
Yeah.
it's a little interesting. There were some other ones that like would give you, like friends as a spell, and it's like, oh, that's not great for combat. But it's like, just depends on the game you're playing. So, you really have to think about that
It's
stuff.
something I actually kind of miss about 1E, even though I never got to play 1E clerics at all, is when you pick a domain, you get like a little short extended spell list.
I think you still
I
do
don't
it.
have that anymore.
I thought you did.
Nope. You only get focus spells, and you only get 2 of them.
I think it's part of the feat. You take the dedicator, because when you take the dedication feat, you get those initial spells. So I thought the clerics would have them automatically, but maybe it's part of the class feature.
Yeah, so
You get the domain
get
spells.
Clerics. No, you have to take a feat or start out as a cloistered cleric
Okay,
to get like a domain spell.
gotcha. That is how you would do it.
And
Then,
when
yeah.
you and when you pick a domain, you only get focus spells. You don't get like actual like normal spells that you can add into your spell list, like how it was in 1A.
That's weird. That's weird. I'll have to look at that. All right, I rolled
So,
an
like,
8.
Clerics kind of like have less magic at their disposal, other than just their divine spells.
But they can do. I mean, they have the spells and focus spells, which is pretty neat. So,
Yeah.
I like that. Evil sorcerer, werebear with glowing orange eyes, throwing orange screaming jack-o'-lanterns as missiles.
Wait. I think.
I bet you can guess whose that is.
Yeah.
Sorcerer, werebear, throwing pumpkins.
Bowling for pumpkins? No.
Bowling for pumpkins.
I combined 2 different bands.
Yeah.
Or probably very similar bands.
I'm just gonna do this one with some brown. Werebear.
Love so. Only 6 deities given out as a favorite weapon.
Interesting, yeah, domain spells. Okay, weird.
Yeah. It,
I always miss one
like,
race.
clicks. Oh.
I was just saying, Nebby says, I always miss some races from 5e and Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Which ones are you missing? Okay, I still think Pathfinder has more races, so.
Oh. Yeah. Well, maybe Minotaur and Centaur are coming this coming spring. As playable options in 2E. Honestly, I do think 1E Pathfinder has more reasons, just because it has been running longer. Or ran longer than 2E at the moment.
Yeah.
And when they make Starfinder for 2E and be compatible with second edition Pathfinder, then that also opens up all that stuff.
Yep, you're gonna get the weird raccoon people and the monkey people and the bug people.
All of them.
Did you say that they're coming? The music is louder than the corpse. Oh no. Okay, hold on a second.
So I may also be pretty quiet.
I'll try that.
Oh, yeah, that music is pretty loud.
I think my audio might be a little loud too, so we'll turn that down. We'll try that. We'll go with that. We'll see how things go.
Yeah. In the Heart of the Wild expansion that's coming in spring next year, they are adding both Minotaurs and Centaurs as playable options, and a bunch of other things like merfolk. I'm looking forward to the bug people that are coming.
They're weird. There's some 4E races that never made it to the jump and would be fun. I'd always love some more shard mines. I thought you were going to say shard mines. Shard mines is kind of the only one I can think of.
Oh god.
I still think the shard mine are essentially just rock elementals, so.
They are. Basically. There's one I really liked. What's it called again? Googling. Oh, the Wilden.
The Wilden?
They're like, yeah, they're kind of like. This is gonna be a bit weird, but they're kind of like. They're sort of Fae-like, but they're not really. I mean, they may be Fae. I can't really remember all the details. It's been a while since I looked at 4E. Yeah, they're like nature guardians, so they're like a weird mix of animal and plant at the same time. So
Devo were also
really
a
weird.
fun difference from Aasimar. Ooh, how are they different? Because like, that's a big thing with essentially like the tieflings and the Aasimar are identical at a base level because they're just outsiders. They're just outsider, half human scions. So if you really want to like, I miss all the like half orc, half demon stuff. It's like those are essentially just outsiders again. So with the new Pathfinder system, like you can do that stuff. It's just not its own thing. Because you would essentially pick orc and then take the tiefling bloodline for it, and then you get access to both of the racial feats. So they have an interesting way to do it. Aarakocra, Bugbear, Centaur, Changeling, Dragonborn, Fairy, Minotaur, Satyr, Thri-kreen. Yeah, those are all good. That isn't all of them. There's just the ones I'd like, but I've got some wrong. I don't know PF2 lineages. I'm pretty sure Changeling it's just a heritage. So you pick something and then you have the Changeling thing for it.
Yep.
Dragonborn, I thought existed. Is that the same thing? You just pick the dragon bloodline?
There isn't a Dragonborn.
I guess there isn't. But you can be a half dragon thing, which I think is fine.
Yeah.
Satyr, yep, don't have a Satyr. The Thri-kreen, Yep, they don't have the bug things yet, but that will, like I said, that will come with Starfinder.
Though the thing is, some of those, like, Aarakocra that
That just
like
got
a
renamed, right?
copyrighted name.
Yeah. You basically just pick the Tengu, and then just
also think Thraxing.
think you're say you're an eagle instead. But it's not a changeling; it's more hag-like, which I appreciate. Yeah, I don't like the 5e changeling at all. So I'm very upset with it. It feels lazy to me.
Less 5e and it's just D&D in general, because
Yeah.
changelings in D&D have always been the mix of doppelgangers and people.
Mm-hmm. Reincarnations of soul stuck in a cycle closer to the Rakshasa. Interesting. Yeah, you could do that with a demon, though. I think that would be fun. Just have a Rakshasa as your...
Yeah, Devas are basically their own little thing.
That's cool.
I think, yeah. You're just like straight up a celestial, like at that point.
Okay. So not
yeah.
so much that you're like a scion of two things. It's just that's its own thing.
Yeah.
It's like a type of demon, it sounds like.
Like whenever they would die, they would get like reborn again. So they're kind of like Pathfinder's Samsarans
Okay.
in that regard.
That's a thing I've heard of.
Yep. They're the blue-skinned people who are like reincarnated people.
Gotcha. Yeah, 5e for a long time felt very restrictive with the races they had. So
I'm kind of glad at the time.
yeah.
Too much options is paralyzing.
But like at the end of the day, like you can always go back to older editions, 3.5, and Pathfinder had tons of them. So I mean, Pathfinder had a whole book on just weird races and how to make new ones. I think 3.5. I bought the 3.5 version of that too, but that was just like how to use monsters as races. It's like, yeah. I like the Pathfinder Changeling doesn't do what the 5e does, like the Pathfinder 2 version, but if you wanted to move your character from 5e to 2.5, it would be completely different. I suppose so, yeah.
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 Unless you specifically made your like changeling after or using the rules from the monsters of the multiverse where they're now Fae. So it won't be too much of a weirdness. There's also a thing that they put out in the Dark Archive called Reflections. It's a versatile heritage, a rare one, where you're like you're basically born from someone's reflection.
Yeah, the mirror people.
Yeah.
That one's creepy.
So you basically at that point are kind of like playing a true doppelganger, like from IRL folklore.
Which I'm down for. Still creepy though.
Oh yeah, no, I think they're not.
Just got here. What's up? Not a lot. Just doing the dude thing. Doing the thing we do. That's what I meant to say. I got my COVID booster like 2 days ago and it kicked my butt yesterday. Now I'm fine. But I'm tired. So I apologize for all of my shenanigans today. What's that? Oh, the Weldon. Interesting.
Yeah.
Why, Nose? Why do you do this to me? Why you give me the sniffles? Yeah, the mirror people sound fun. It would be a good, like, I think that's more interesting than the changelings per se. Yeah.
Get people after you.
I mean, I think if you've watched any of my older videos, you know I hate changelings. So it's not.
No, you hate people who are lazy with change.
Well, that's why I hate the changelings, though. Like, it's just it's rife with the possibility of lazy writing. Oh, that person you liked a whole bunch. Guess what? Changeling! It's like, oh, great. Cool.
I'll still go with this person. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now we can RP even more.
Oops.
Well, I feel like that's less of an issue because I don't think people use changelings like as NPCs.
Oh, back in the day, all the time. Like, it was always a big twist of like, guess what? This person's actually a changeling, and you're like, oh, good.
Well, you sound like you had like
Lazy writers?
people.
Yeah. I've got trauma. It's fine. Love the pumpkins. Good. I'm glad.
Blame the movie Species.
The movie Species, yeah.
Or any other movie horror about like people like disguising themselves as other people.
Close Encounter. Wait, was Close Encounter? Did they have body? I was thinking of Body Snatchers. I don't know. I said Close Encounter.
Yep.
Body Snatchers. They Live. They Live is a good movie.
Knockers.
Tommy Knockers. That's another one. Yep. Dang it. I might have to go take an allergy pill. The Thing. Yeah, The Thing. See, and that's like The Thing. I think is a good example of like how you should use a changeling. Like, let it be known, have it be the main part of the plot. It's like it's one of those primal fears, right? I don't know why it's one of those primal fears, but it is.
I guess. I feel like it's more of a primal fear of Americans.
I mean, well, the doppelganger isn't an American thing, though. Like, it's...
Yeah, but, like...
The Irish Fae, the whole, Uncanny Valley thing, like...
Yeah, but, like, a lot of those, like, alien movies that we just rattled off is really just, like, you gotta watch out for the Soviets in your area.
Okay, I could see that.
Thing.
That's a fair...
They can look just like you, but they're secretly reds.
Yeah, that does sound like propaganda that would be spread around in America.
Yeah.
Cold War paranoia. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I don't know how widespread fears of doppelgangers were, though. I just know it was like an urban legend for like Victorians.
Well, it was like
they were scared of everything.
Yeah, I think part of it was like the changeling thing, where like your baby would get swapped out by an evil spirit. That was, probably something that just helped cope with like infant mortality. Like that was a big thing. A lot of myths and like the Red Death, not the Red Death, the Black Death. Like same thing. What the hell is the Red Death? That's weird. The Black Death.
You're thinking of the Massacre of the Red Death.
Yeah.
Which is Poe.
There we go. So a lot of it is, I think, more or less like a lot of those mythos and I was gonna say pop culture, but that's not quite the right term. Legends and things all spawn around like coping with death and things like that. So.
Or like explaining away like people who acted different than the norm.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think, was talking on. I don't remember where he was talking on, but he was talking about like witches and. So I don't know if this has any credence, but it's Neil deGrasse Tyson, so I'm fine with that. Fine spreading it. Basically saying that like when people saw people with cats not getting the plague, they assumed that they were the ones causing it, but really it's just because like they had cats, and they're like, witches have cats, they're evil. But it's just cats are eating mice. Mice spread the plague, so if you have a cat that eats mice, you're more likely not to get the plague. It's like, that's a weird thing, but like that's how stories are made, right? Like, why are those people over there not getting sick? Let's dump them in a lake and see what happens. People are just always assholes. So who knows? Okay, there's the werebear with the pumpkin bombs. I like it. I think it's pretty funny. I'll try to do one more. Maybe get a little more color in here. Leave a little bit of this side uncolored. Then we'll roll again. Imagine a character in a suit with a jack-o'-lantern for a head. I mean, yeah. A little bit of Jack Skellington going on. It's pretty good. Pretty good vibe. Gotta get that orange plaid. Alright. Rolling the dice. Here we go. 14. It's like my asthma being linked to bad water, but it's just mosquitoes. Right. Yep. Yep. It just says dragon sorcerer. That's it. That's the only descriptor here. Sounds good to me.
Just make a dragon.
Is it a dragon that is a sorcerer?
Are all dragons inherently sorcerers?
Yeah, I guess. I would think so. Looks like we got more purple. That's good. We can do more purple. Icon, hello, hello. Sorry, I have a stylus in my mouth because I'm writing a poll. How are you doing today? I've read theories about the face swapped my child as an... Oh, no, get out of here. Oh, and the ad just started. Cool. Thanks, ad. Explanations for the emergence of neurodivergent autism traits that don't manifest right away. Oh, interesting. Yeah, like the terrible twos as well. It's just like, if all of a sudden your child gets super angry all the time, it's like, my child's been swapped out for a demon. See after the ad, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm going to give you a shout out. Yeah. Let me make sure that happens.
Hey, they're big G, but they're probably just teasing and just are really upset and in pain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But it's easier to blame the demons. It's not my fault. It's demons. Dragon's just wearing a robe. Telling you that he likes spells. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just draw a dragon. It's a sorcerer.
Per the letter of the request, you are fulfilling it, so...
Mm-hmm. I see nothing wrong with what I'm doing. Hello, Pixel, what's up?
Draw a noodle.
Step 1, dong. Step 2, add horns. Okay, back. Welcome back. Everyone go check out Eichmann 5000. How'd the sticker prints go? Hope they're looking boss.
I'm the boss.
Like a boss. Pixel, I hear you. I just don't care.
You don't get anything. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up and pet you.
Is that what you want?
Oh my. Oh goodness. This isn't what I wanted at all.
Yeah? Will you be happy if I just pet you? Or are you going to be mad that I'm not going to feed you? Because you still don't get fed for 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, you can jump up on the desk. Alright, and he's gone. See you guys later. Later, Nebby. Thanks for hanging out. Why does no one like blue? I don't know. People don't vote for blue. It's very strange. It's good shit, my guy. That's good. That's really good. The some of these stickers for the Patreons this week, which are going out probably tomorrow. I ran out of time because I had to hand cut them because I printed them myself, and yeah, that took a long time. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. So it would be nice to have a printer that could cut. But down the road. Yeah, let me know. Let me know how it goes.
When you get rich.
I'm never sure where to sell stickers at is my biggest thing, because like I don't go to conventions or anything, and so I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to draw a dragon and it's not going well. Let's try again.
I've only ever bought stickers from 2 places: Redbubble and Etsy.
Okay. I might get to try to sell them on Etsy. I've not had luck with Etsy though, so I'm kind of hesitant.
Well, hate to put all the blame on you, but you don't really like do a lot of advertising.
I don't market myself well. That is true.
Nope. You're too humble and modest.
Buy my shit. Stickers have proven to be popular at cons. Yeah, I think people like buying them at cons. Oh, I got cat hair in my nose now.
cat dandruff.
He's just staring at me from across the room like, I got you, bitch. Why? Why are you like this? He's trying to kill me. Oh my gosh. Wow. My whole face is just imploding. Just from picking up the cat. Whew.
That was your mistake.
Yeah. Hot damn. Oh boy, I can't breathe right now. I gotta go get something. Wash my face.
Wash your face and drink some water.
Something, yeah. Oh my goodness. We'll give this guy a wizard hat. Final Fantasy XIV is doing the Fall Guys crossover. Which makes me sad because I don't really want to play Fall Guys, but I kind of want the Dragoon skin. So.
Is it a cool Dragoon skin?
I mean, it's the Dragoon skin, just on a chubby little Fall Guy. And then they're putting Fall Guy games into Final Fantasy, so that could be fun.
I know. Probably before Dawn Trail comes out, they're doing a Final Fantasy 16 crossover.
Okay.
So, that's a thing.
The Final Fantasy 15 got us a car, so that's kind of neat.
I don't know what. I know you fight like their version of Ifrit.
Nice.
From in it. Which I guess is a bit more of the classical version of Ifrit, where he's kind of like a weird like lizard dog thing.
Yeah. They made it a little more humanoid in 14, I think.
Yeah.
This is fun seeing a cone hat on a dragon. Good. Good.
Ooh, that reminds me. Random fact about dunce hats.
Okay.
Or just the term dunce. Used to not mean just a stupid person, but it actually meant someone who overanalyzed and small, useless details of things. That was
interesting.
A dunce. And then it just became someone who was stupid. I would like to know how it transitioned to that. Like, hyper-specific, pedantic, over-analysis of every little detail. So every nerd is a dunce by that definition.
I was gonna say, yeah. Just get the... Go sit in the nerd corner, nerd.
Basically.
Then again, maybe nerd was... I mean, nerd was derogatory for a very long time. So, maybe it's the other way around.
As well as geek.
Yeah. So I would bet it has something to do like that. Just as like an outsider or a... This does look more like a wizard dragon, to be fair. Oh my gosh. Okay. I've been rolling around in the dirt. I'm gonna bathe this cat this weekend. He's still staring at me like I owe him something. Is it a dragon raised by wizards and really wanted to beard? Maybe it's a dragon that eats wizards, so that's how it gets its magical power. It's just side effect is that it gets beard.
That's how they describe one of the dragons in Elden Ring.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there's one of the weird glintstone dragons. Basically ate so many wizards from the wizard school right next to where it lived,
Mm-hmm.
that they started like infecting it.
Interesting.
Yep. Because basically every glintstone sorcerer eventually just turns into like a weird crystal golem type of deal.
That game was weird.
Yeah.
Like, it was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'll probably play it again sometime. Maybe when the expansion comes out. But...
If it comes out.
Oh, is it not going to come out?
They're taking their sweet-ass time about it.
Well, that's good, because, like, the game didn't really work when it came out, so maybe they'll fix that. Maybe they'll actually have a deliverable this time. When you can make a game, and you're a professional game company, and then the modders can fix it within, like, 24 hours, there's something wrong. That's all I'm saying. Like, fix your shit. You know what? I think we're going to go a little more goofy on this one. Just because my cat is such an asshole, we'll make him look like a cat. He's the newest professor at Hogwarts, yeah. I got a recommendation from George Weasley that you needed a new teacher of the dark arts. All right, Harry Potter, climb into my mouth. What do you mean Harry Potter doesn't go to this school?
Oh, so sad, cat. You are so filthy. Yeah. You got the goblin dog affix right now. Just picking you up is gonna make me
Sneeze. It's like a brontosaurus, just all neck, yeah.
You talking about your cat making you sneeze makes me want to sneeze now.
It's bad. It's real bad. He's just filthy.
Bath time, maybe?
Yeah, no, definitely. He's getting a bath this weekend. He was supposed to get one last weekend, and he didn't. And now he's just been rolling around in the leaves for the last week. He's got a lantern so he can read books and stuff. I just want to ask for more combinations of creatures like goblin dogs. That would make good stickers. Well, goblin dogs are not goblins and dogs. They're dogs that goblins like. Because they're giant rats. I hope that cleared things up.
Yep.
Somewhere between a rat and
some,
like greyhound and a chihuahua.
Yep. There's also troll dogs, which are also not dogs, or troll hounds, which are also not dogs. But are probably more dog than goblin dogs.
I'm trying to think of... There are like monkey goblins and Grindylow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little weird goblin things.
I know what you need to do. You need to do more donkey rats,
donkey rats.
which is capybaras.
You
I
hear the
literally
squeaking?
spent like 30 minutes one day looking like, what the hell is a donkey? And it's just like, donkey rats are what some people in the Pathfinder universe call capybaras. It's like, just call them capybaras for our sake.
Pathfinder has the horse choppers and the dog slicers.
Yeah, so in
Pathfinder, goblins hate horses and dogs because horses and dogs hate goblins. and so horses will just step on them. Like they'll just stomp goblins flat. Like it's happened many times in the stories. So goblins just hate them. They just hate them.
Poor goblins. I think my favorite art from Pathfinder about their goblins is there's a picture of the iconic samurai character.
Oh yeah, the tiny
holding,
little goblin.
Holding like 5 different like goblin babies all screaming. I was like, I enjoy that.
Goblin warrens are actually just rooms with cages in them.
Yep.
Could you make people like Naruto, Luffy, Goku, and Ben 10 in D&D? I mean, yeah, you can. There's a lot of different ways to do it. There's definitely... I've seen a lot of YouTubers that do that kind of stuff. I generally don't. Like, I don't make content like that because there's so much of it already. But, yeah, you can do that kind of stuff. It's pretty easy. The problem with a lot of those characters, like, especially Naruto and Luffy, Goku as well, like, they just have the shonen power, which eventually essentially just means that they're just always more powerful than everybody. Like, that's the whole show. It's just power creep. So, a lot of, like, really epic anime moments just don't happen because it's like, what if I leveled mid-fight and then won? It's like, no. That's not how the game works. So you can do a lot of really fun stuff, and like reflavoring things works really well. But like Luffy might be harder just because there's not anything really specifically set up for stretchiness. But like you could just play it as like an ooze, or you could just give yourself a natural like pseudopod attack that has like range. So you can do that kind of stuff. But like, I want to catch the cannonball and then redirect it. It's like, there's nothing mechanically in D&D to do that. Maybe you could do it with a monk, but yeah.
And the argument is more of like a monk barbarian type of build.
So yeah, you can do that kind of stuff. You just gotta play with it a little bit, which is fun. Like it's fun to do that. There really has Harry Potter vibes now, or novel visual vibes with a lantern on the tail. Really good pose for it. Yeah, I think so. I think this is a good way to do it. I want to do something on the back here, and then I think I'm going to call it. But I can't decide if it should have, like, trees? Maybe some shrubs? It's just got, like, some kind of plant sorcerer. What if there was some kind of wizard that could, like, turn into animals and, like, love nature and stuff?
The druid, my friends.
Yep, just play druid.
But if you want to, like, flavor your druid as a wizard, I would allow it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Nature wizard? Yep, that's fine.
I had one of my friends was playing a character, and he's like, man, I wish I could do stuff like this. Like, this needs to exist. I'm like, those are all druid spells. And then the next time we played, he'd respect his character to be a druid, and I was like, that works. Yep. Like, that's perfect. I think Luffy is more homebrew. Like, you could stretch your hands and legs a certain amount, or your feet, and then attack using whatever stat effect necessary. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way in-game mechanically for that. Just because Luffy is essentially like a demigod. Like, what if I could chop up my body into different pieces and then attack with it from all over the room? It's like, okay, no, like that's.
First of all, that's not Luffy.
That's not Luffy, but like that's another One Piece thing that exists, right? Like, it's like, so I'm gonna put my sword over here and this over here, and it's like, D&D has the spiritual weapon, which allows the cleric to summon a weapon, you know, a certain distance away and make attacks. So, like, that exists, but mechanically speaking, you can only do it once. Because if you can do it more than once, it's broken. So, like, that character specifically, like, doesn't work because it's essentially, I want to play 10 clerics, please. It's like, no. So same thing with Luffy. Like, if you just want reach, I'm fine giving a character reach. You have reach attacks, but you can't wield a weapon, like, when you're doing that, right? Like, that's fine. But it's like, well, but Luffy can attack by stretching all of his limbs and attacking 5 times in a turn. It's like, no, you still have to follow the rules of the game. You can attack once. Like, yeah, Boogie the Clown. So yeah, you can definitely, the homebrew, you have to basically homebrew all of these things. But there's enough baseline inside of D&D and Pathfinder to build them out. It might not be as powerful as you want because they are, the protagonists. They're shonen characters that are just going to be hyper powerful regardless, because that's how shonen works.
Play. It's not really just shonen, but I will say, like, if you try to make any character from, like, with a few exceptions, like from like an anime, doesn't even matter if it's shonen or like a game, they're automatically going to be a bit weaker than they are in the game, because the game is
skewed in their favor.
Set to yeah. While in Pathfinder, things are generally not in your favor because Pathfinder sucks.
Anyway.
There, I said.
It's alright, you can have a wrong opinion.
And so can you, about changelings.
That's fair. Hey, I made a changeling video because people kept asking for it, and I hate them. But I did it, and I did it, I hope, in a way that is fair and impartial, with the caveat that I hate them. So, there it is.
I understand, like, the frustration with, like, characters. Like, well, I want to play this character, but be a changeling.
It's like, just be the other character.
I get that frustration. Yeah.
It's like you could stretch
every
yourself.
changeling character I had is always either they're just in their natural state, or they have like a persona, and that's one persona that they use when they're around strangers.
I mean, things exist like disguise self, the spell disguise self, like illusory magic. All those things exist, and you can do that. That's kind of fun. And you can just straight up lie to people. I think that's great too. So those type of characters can be really fun. The changeling just makes it lazy. It's like, I want to be everything and anything forever, and I don't want to have any repercussions for it. It's like, no? Like, what are you doing? So, yeah. Moniker says,
get the benefits.
yeah. It's like you could stretch yourself and spin doing AoE attacks, but you're vulnerable to attacks when doing it mechanically. It has limits, essentially. Yeah, I mean, or you could just take the cleave feat and have that work. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so things already exist to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, just like, I want to be able to attack everybody around me. It's like, that's really powerful. That's very powerful in the game if you just get sweeping attacks. So, you just have to build it with what's, I think, as much of the game already has, and then tweak things as you go. That's the best way to look at homebrewing. But you're right. Like, it's definitely doable, and you can definitely do it with homebrew. I think there are some attacks that, beyond cleave, because we found out cleave doesn't exist. I found out cleave doesn't exist in Pathfinder for fighters anymore. It's for barbarians.
Yep.
That's what you said?
Only for barbarians.
So, but you can definitely do that. Definitely do that stuff.
I mean, there's probably like a cleave, option for fighters.
It wouldn't surprise me. I think it's also on the weapon. There might be a weapon that lets you do it too.
Yeah, there's
because it's like speed. Speed is an attack. Yeah, it might be sweep. Speed, the speed enchantment, when you successfully make an attack, you can make another one. So it's like, boop, boop. That's this almost identical to cleave, but worded differently. So it's like, okay. It's like the effects are there. Twitch ad again, yeah. I don't know what else I'm doing with this dragon. I think I'm going to call it here on this one. So let's do another one. What time is it? 1:30? Yeah, we're doing all right. Let's see if we can bust through a couple more of these. Hey, 18. 3 kobolds in a fur coat. Dang it. Case in point. 3 kobolds in a fur coat wearing a mask. I brought this upon myself. I could have removed it from the list, but I didn't. It technically not a mimic. Technically not a mimic. Technically follows the rules, even though it is something being something else. So we will allow.
It breaks the spirit of the rules.
It breaks the spirit of the rules, and it's 3 characters, creating a 4th,
yep.
Which is another no-no. But
yep.
We'll try it. We'll try it. If it was like a Goliath, a human, and something else in a coat, I would just straight up say no. But I think I could bust out some kobolds pretty quick. And if next week someone says 3 kobolds doing blah, I'm just not going to do it. So this is the one time thing. Because of Halloween. I did say costumes. I do like to think that kobolds trying to disguise themselves as humans would put on just a paper mask or a wooden mask and be like, that's good enough. They won't be able to tell the difference. Stupid humans. I talked to a cat in Baldur's Gate 3 that made me like pledge my fealty to the cat god.
Oh, yes.
That was really funny.
Charis.
Yep. Something about the pitiful nature of the creatures that have to walk on 2 legs. I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, poofy coat. As someone who takes 4 Zyrtec a day, you have my empathy. And thank you for the reminder. You're welcome. I used to take tons and tons of allergy pills. And then I was talking to my doctor, and he's like, oh yeah, no, there's no real side effects for allergy pills. Except it can bring onset dementia if you take too many of them. And I was like, what? Early onset dementia? He's like, I don't think you're going to get dementia, but it's possible. And I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And he's like, it's fine. And I was like, that's not fine. So I've been hesitant to take an overabundance of allergy pills, but cat. You are spoiled. Yeah.
I need to be fed every 2 hours.
So here's what's happening. Skip Cat is getting old, and he's not eating as much. But he's eating, so it's good. But he will eat a little bit, and then he'll go take a nap, and Pixel will just come from eating his food. Took us a little while to figure that out. So Pixel has basically been getting double fed for the last 2 weeks, and now he's just grumpy when we feed him the normal amount of food. Just a little dementia, nothing to worry about, yeah. You did not hear that from me. That, I mean, I said it, but like, I'm not advocating that allergy medicine causes dementia. I'm not even sure if my doctor was just being like joking or what, but I'll look into that more. Ooh, it's Friday. Should I make pizza? We could do pizza. I want this third kobold to just look like he's getting squished. What does kobold face look like when exerting energy? Arrgh. I'm gonna go take an allergy pill. Hang tight, everybody. Give me 2 seconds. I can't take it anymore.
Nope. 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 You're fine. You're fine. You're gonna be fine. Nope. No food.
Oh my god, he's such a spoiled little shit. So I'm like, okay, I'll do this. I'll give him some food, but I'm gonna put it in a cat toy so that he has to like work for it, right? I put it in the cat toy and he looks at me and he goes, "Meow," and walks away and refuses to eat out of the cat toy. He just only wants food in his bowl. What a spoiled little cat. Spoiled, 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 spoiled. I think I asked already, but what were people's plans for the weekend? Anything fun going on?
Heading to a friend Sunday.
Oh yeah, that should be fun. Maybe I'll go change the oil in my car. Do fur coats have fur everywhere? I guess they're made out of fur, right? Totally made out of fur. Not just a fur-lined coat.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have
I
enough.
know.
of
I think some they actually have a lining in them.
a line on the inside.
Yeah. So like some sort of like satin or silk lining on the inside or whatever.
That makes sense.
It's just so your oils of your skin don't like mess with the fur.
Gross.
Oh yeah, I mean wearing fur is gross.
I like alpaca fur. I have a couple like little jackets made out of alpaca fur. Wool, whatever you want to call
The thing
it.
is, you can shear those.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wearing leather.
Yeah.
It's just
You're not killing a poor little weasel to
Yeah.
make into a scarf.
Back for a while. What did you miss? I'm not sure. I don't know when you left, so you'd have to just scrub back, take a look, see. Drew a dragon. Drew some other stuff. Right now we're drawing 3 kobolds in a trench coat. That's one of the. That's actually a shopkeep somewhere, right? Or was that a Mercer creation?
I mean, Matt did have a shopkeep that was like 3 kobolds in trench coat.
Okay. So maybe it might be in the Exandria guide then, because like I've seen the artwork for it. I know it exists.
Yeah. I think maybe he did that, and it kind of just went into the zeitgeist like always.
Well, it's not a unique idea, like by any means.
Yeah.
I've been using 3 goblins in a trench coat for 10 years. Like it's one of my favorite introduction encounters, because like it goes through the trope of like you go to a bar, right? But then what I'll do is I'll have one customer just being really loud and then constantly leaving and coming back and just eating an ungodly amount of food. And really what it is it's a troop of goblins that have like stationed themselves outside, and they just keep swapping out people in the trench coat. And they just keep coming back in and getting more food. And it's fun because like they can either talk to the person or they can fight the person. It leads to an encounter because there's a whole bunch of goblins that they can go after, you know, if the goblins get away. You can have the goblins doing a ton of stuff outside, like so they're just kind of watching these things unfold around them. It's really fun. So it's not a unique idea by any means. I don't think I came up with that, and I've been using it for 10 years. So, but it's still a funny idea.
Yeah.
It's always funny to have little things in a.
Because I know in one of the adventures for 5th edition, the Tomb of Annihilation, there's a group of goblins that you can run into, and one of the enemies is called a goblin battle stack.
Yeah, the goblin battle stack's pretty good. Yeah, I've seen that. Form of bigger goblin.
I'm kind of partial to like 2 rat folk in a trench coat.
Yep,
Because
2
they're
rat folk.
probably a bit bigger than a kobold.
Yeah, I guess the 2 kids in a trench coat, that goes back to like Rugrats, right? Like that's a super old
yeah.
trope.
Also, Little Rascals.
What did I say? Rugrats? I meant Little Rascals. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure because
Nope.
I never watched Little Rascals, so.
You
Or
are
not
right.
Little Rascals,
I was
Rugrats.
thinking of Alfalfa and what's his name in the coat with the fake mustache.
Yep.
It's pretty funny.
Where they go to talk to Mel Brooks.
Yep. That's funny. The movie I'm thinking of is a movie that's a remake of a show that's
Yep.
way older than everybody, so.
Bunch of people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it. Whoopi Goldberg had a Mel Brooks had a certain former president of the United States in it.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Yep. He's the dad of one of the rich kids.
Ah. Alright, I think I'm done with this one. This one's eyes are a little weird. Let's fix that. That's better. I just love the idea that they're wearing the trench coat, but then they all have their head out of the trench coat. I'm like, this is perfect! No one will suspect a thing. Idiots. Alright, let's do another one.
Idiots.
Yeah. A natural 1 again. A severe-looking gentleman, human rogue, in a navy blue shirt. Oh my, this is a lot of... Okay, traditional cream khaki trench coat. The face is partially obscured by shadows? Where are the shadows coming from? It sounds like an edgelord rogue gentleman in a trench coat. Human rogue in a trench coat. Okay.
Make sure to tip your fedoras to him.
That is what it sounds like. What color are we doing? Oh, I didn't put up a new poll, did I?
Yep.
We'll do red. You know what? We haven't done blue. Let's do blue. Look at it, blue. Get a lot of purples today. I have a problem drawing trench coats. Not like I can't do it. I just like
Me too.
they're very bland. Like they're just big swaths of cloth. And I want to make them more interesting, and I don't know how. Like the duster is kind of like another. It's almost a trench coat, but it has a few more flaps, and that's a little more interesting to me. But like a dress trench coat or a suit is just very. Very bland.
Weird. Oh,
It's just a lot of long panels, so I always have trouble drawing them. Because it just feels like coat done.
Yep.
Which actually, that's not bad.
and
That's
it's
not a bad sketch.
super creative.
Yeah.
Clothing. A super creative piece of clothing.
So I need to draw like a fantasy trench coat. That's what I need to do. Shocked I'm free when you're live. Abdiboo, hello. Yeah, welcome in. If you haven't suggested anything, you're welcome to. I'm probably only going to get one more in here, though. Maybe another, maybe 2. But welcome in.
I'm going to try to start streaming these on YouTube and Twitch at the same time and see what happens. So. I don't know what to do with the arms either. Because it's just a big coat.
Men's trench coat, slim fit, lapel, double-breasted, belted, windbreaker, long jacket, waterproof button overcoat. Thank you, Amazon.
A lot of things.
Yeah. It's just like how many things can we tag in this description of this coat? Lots of words, yeah. It would be cool to see how you draw a fire elemental red panda. Yeah, I can put that. That's right. You put that down earlier. I'll put that on the list. If that doesn't get drawn today, I might just draw that in one of my free times because I'm currently working on a red panda right now for the cards, but it's not a fire elemental, so it's on the list. It's on the list. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna do just a bust here. Since this is supposed to be a rogue, we're gonna go a little more close up. You want a generic edgelord? I'll give you a generic edgelord. Here we go. God, I love playing edgelords. It's so much fun. I'm a quiet edgelord, though. Like, I like the skulky Batman rogue. I'm a fan of that. I don't get like dark and broody. I like the silent characters. I don't get to play them very often. Just a rogue in a robe, yep. My favorite way to dress men is mainly corsets. I don't know why. I'm a fan of the... Yeah, I guess corsets are pretty good. Like... I was gonna say it is a corset though, I think. Like whatever you're doing with the breastplate, or maybe no breastplate, and then to like the big belt, which I guess is a corset. And then maybe some like, I do like armor. Armor's fun to draw. I done punked myself. Zooming in here now, I actually have to draw a good head. What if we just draw Batman? What if we just draw Batman and we just call it a day? Draw a little Dick Tracy, and then he had a fedora, right?
I guess.
How you been, OptiBoo? Posted a pic to show a manly corset. Oh, I gotta see this. Ah, that's just like a vest, but with strapping, which that works. I don't do vests. I don't do vests very often. We could try a vest though. Hats are hard. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Pixel just like bolted from one room through this room into the other room. I have no idea what's going on. Does anybody else's cat get the poo zooms? Poo zoomies? Skip Cat will just like run back and forth in the house, hyper excited, scratch all the furniture, and then go take a massive dump. It's just like, what is wrong with you?
Which I could give you an answer.
That might just be a my cat thing. Not how hats work. Hats are parallel with their brims. Except that the brim is a cone. Barf. Hard to draw. Hard to draw. I hate it. I hate all of it. Honestly, I don't know if it said there was a hat. I could check, I guess. Hats are hard, yeah. Let me double check. There was a lot to this one, so. No.
No hat?
It doesn't say. The details were nondescriptive. Blue suit, brown trench coat, which just means brown trench coat. And then it says prominent features, which could mean anything.
There's like all details and no details at the same time.
So, I think we can do something with that, though. I'm going to go a little more descriptive. Not descriptive, a little more prominent. I'm going to make his, like, his cheekbones pretty harsh. I'm going to give him pretty harsh eyebrows here. And then we're gonna shadow him up.
Just draw the shadow.
I am the knight. I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I think that'll work. He's wearing a suit. He's probably got a tie. Okay, and then see if we can get the coat to look right. Something like that. Man, coats are weird. Coats are weird! Why can't I just draw nothing but muscly boys? They're so much easier to draw. Hoods are better, yeah. Excuse me, G-bus. G-bus. Okay, so the back side is going to just come over here, and that's the collar. Done. And then this side, the collar is going to loop and create some floof. Thank you, references. Oh my gosh. Got a weird cloth loop that I think is for a pauldron that no one uses anymore. Give him a little bit of a striped suit going here. This got very sketchy, but I feel like it's working out. Gotta breathe. Come on.
He's either going to solve tax fraud or commit it.
Yep. That's where we're at. We're at the white collar. White collar portion of the day. feel like I'm one of those detective novels. Yeah. This has definitely got that vibe to it. Give him a little coat here. He needs like a scarf. Alright. I think that's all I'm going to get on that one. It's 2 o'clock now. Let's do one more. I think we can do one more. 13. One-eyed imp barbarian artificer. She has a bandolier with grenades on it. A female imp. I don't think I've ever drawn a female imp. I think imps are just imps. I don't know if they have gendered. I bet we could do something really stylized with this one. That could be fun. What kind of nose should imps have? Little buttony noses? Too many legs. 8. I'm trying to see if she was a drider. That's pretty funny. My demons usually have, like, I usually do broader noses because I want their faces to look almost like a gargoyle, kind of like stone etched. But I don't know if I'd want that for imps.
I wrote the character to be fun, chaotic blend of business casual and laid back attitude. Imps have horns, right? Yeah. I'm gonna start over.
I want the impossible spine bend. And then just like wild abandon. Gonna have a bandolier.
A beep 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 beer.
Little demon feeties. Put a little skull on the eye patch. Because why not? Yeah, demon girls always gotta have the thighs. So make some demons. Big horns, big thighs. I need a rounder. Rounder! What if Fairly Odd Parents, but demons?
That basically describes imps.
Yep. I always imagine imps as kind of like the little goat devils, so I don't usually give them clothes. Just make them kind of poofy. But if anybody asks, she's wearing fuzzy pants.
Imps are a free kind of way to play. Pants are optional. Yep. I kind of think they have toes that can grip on things like monkeys so they can swing around causing trouble and flinging insults.
I like the little butt wings. I think butt wings are funny. Jumper Up and I had a conversation about that the other day. Like the Morgana wings, they just like come off the back of the hips. It's like those don't make any sense. It's like, yeah,
No, they don't. Nothing.
But they look cool.
yeah, nothing about these are it's purely aesthetic. It's purely aesthetic. They don't make any sense.
Mr. Jonas, welcome in.
Came in just in time to see A thick imp.
A thick imp holding grenades. How you been?
Hope you're doing well. Curious how that happened. Well, it's Friday, so we're doing the viewer suggestion. Somebody wanted a grenader imp, and I gotta make him thick. That's all there is to it. Okay, we gotta draw the tail. Let's draw the tail out here. I think the tail should have a scorpion sting, right? Cough, cough, hidden knowledge that I know.
Yep, gotta love that delay. Oh yeah, grenade him. I'm thinking the wings wrap around twice and make it like a skirt. They hook together, they see like gargoyles do on the show. Yeah, I always liked that. I thought that was a really cool little thing that they added. I'm giving them all like a little cape. Was that a Disney show? I swear it was. Such a weird show to just come out of nowhere. Where did that IP come from? Someone's just like, hey, I'm going to get Riker, and we're going to make a show about gargoyles. It's going to be great. Disney gargoyles with main villain. Yeah, right. Yep.
So weird.
Get the eye patch in here, like solidified. Give her an eyebrow. Color in the hair a little bit more. I think I want to make the horns a little thicker. I'll call that one good. There's the caveat of coming out in the 90s, I believe around the time the Batman series was, I think. How D&D stuff? How's the D&D stuff been? It's been alright. I've been doing lots of commissions lately. Fewer recently, but I had a whole bunch. Been working on a video game for a guy. Been doing some just little side projects. There's really what's going on. OKSDM is releasing their Sagas book soon, which is like system agnostic gaming. So you can play an RPG, tabletop RPG in any setting you want, which has been really fun. Been doing some art for him. But other than that, yeah, I haven't played a lot of D&D lately, honestly. I have one game going right now. I was thinking about starting up a Patreon game again. I think that would be fun, but I've not had a lot of people show interest, so I've been doing other things. Yeah, right now, Kevin the Necromancer is DMing actually, I don't know if I have any 5e games going right now. I think I only have Pathfinder games going. Kind of funny to think about, but yeah. If I did a Patreon game, it'd probably be Pathfinder, just because. I need to get a little better at making the characters without Path Builder, because it's confusing. It's very confusing. But how about you? How's your games going? It's so much poof, yeah. It should be a little frizzy, shouldn't it? She's got all the bombs. But I guess she's fireproof, so maybe not. Maybe it doesn't need frizz. I think I'm about done with this one, but we'll finish up this hair. That's a fun character. I like that character. Had a few weeks break on D&D not long ago. Gotcha. Hope the art is going well. I've decided to start streaming on Twitch again, but we're doing Twitch and YouTube, so we'll see how that goes. But so far it's been working out. Commissions are open for those of you who are interested. I have one commission next week, which is going to be a weird one. It's going to be kind of out of nowhere character, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm essentially designing a Muppet. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna call that one good. Let's do one more. I think we do one more and then we'll probably call it for the day since it's 2:36. Let's see how this goes. Orcs, big burly grave digging barbarians, shovel axe, make him Halloween themed, big and scary. All right, more orcs. I'm still not good at drawing orcs. All right, are going fine. All right, haven't drawn much as I would have liked. I was a bit sick a little back then. Okay. Hard to draw for a little bit, if that makes sense. Yeah. Sounds like Yorick. It does. It does sound like Yorick. That's what I was thinking too. One of these days, I'm going to figure out the best way to draw an orc. Until then, we'll just default to the Warcraft orc. Grave digger, huh? I'll go beard. Maybe like a shorter beard. Well, I hope you're feeling better. Hope your art gets going. Tiny nose. Tiny nose orcs are fun. I assume it's a grave cleric, most like that. I think it's a barbarian. I think it's just a grave digging barbarian.
Rampages around the country digging people's graves. Yeah.
I do love me a good shovel axe. It's a big old spade. I think I made this guy look like Dave the Orc. Which isn't a bad thing. Samuro, yeah. That's fair. I could see that. Give him the ponytail too. A little poof. Or I could do the York thing and give him a little top hat. Big brain. What's the new games? What is everybody playing? People still playing Baldur's Gate? Thick Skull? Thick Skull Orc. Free headbutt attack. Thick Skull should be a heritage feat for Pathfinder. Just big old noggin. I hadn't played for a bit until today, actually. I wanted to try out a high-level monk. Nice. I saw someone playing Baldur's Gate still. Yeah, people still playing. I was just asking in the chat, see how you guys... What are you guys playing? What's the games people are playing these days? +1 to will saves, up to 2 if your intelligence is negative. That's pretty good. It would be pretty funny. I guess you could do it that way. I was going to say, like, you get the thick skull perk, and it just, like, raises your AC but lowers your int. It's like when people trade int for AC, but, like, that's kind of what dexterity is for, I guess. So, yes, people would do that all the time. Something wrong with his shoulder. It's too far back. This one's over here. This one should be like right here.
And then his arm would be behind his body and come out over here. Okay, what should we do for this big burly orc boy? He's a grave digger. I kind of want to give him like high-waisted work pants. If people know what that means, like just I'm drawing somebody's like fantasy OC here. Flip the image. I think there's a way I can do that. This button? There we go. Oh, I don't know if that actually flips it for everybody, so I think I have to do it this way. Yeah, that helps. And this arm should actually be a little bigger. His head needs to be a little thicker, a little rounder. A belt of holy water flask. That's a good idea. I like that. Overalls or waders could be good. Bladed shovel. Which is, I think they do have spades. I think there's a battle spade in there somewhere. Rounder! Could make him rounder. Jonas knows what's up. Let's do it. Let's go for the super beef. Should we give him hair? I think maybe we should give him hair. Now his face looks very small and very low. So let's change that a little bit. Top of his head's like right here. Let's make his head a little bigger. He got tiny head. I made his body very big. Now he got tiny head. That's better. Gotta keep the underwear dry at 6 feet. Not a Picardo stream. We're not drawing sexy orc. Well, we are drawing sexy orc, but not intentionally sexy orc. He just happened to be a sexy orc. Gotta dig them graves. Somebody's gotta do it.
This arm should be a little more in, I think. I've been drawing bird people, I guess. That's cool. Besides the usual, I've been trying to... Oh, I've seen sketches in a notebook. Completely forgot about that. Ooh, nice. Sketching in a notebook is good. It's a good way to keep your skills kind of on their toes. It's starting to get pretty cold here, so I might have to start doing more. Starting the fire up and clean the chimney. It's getting to be the end of the year. That's exciting. Any plans for Halloween? Lots of dragons and old animals. Odd animals, okay. They're doing watercolor paintings. Things on occasion. Nice. I'm gonna have to do a weird little painting thing here coming up. I'll try to record it and put it on YouTube, but we'll see how it goes. Ooh, oh, that's bad. That's a bad hand. I think I'm getting to the end of my rope here. I'm running out of steam. Battle spade axe. I think this would be a fun character. Just has to stop every time you kill somebody. Like, oh, gotta bury him. It's the rules. His arm is all kinds of jacked up. Basically, this shouldn't be straight down. It should be over here. Make a beefy muscle. And then an elbow. And then the elbow would go whoop. Something like that. Something like that. This hand we're just gonna phone in. I don't want to do it all the time. There's our big beefy orc boy. What are some things people would like to see in future episodes of this? Like, should we keep doing just straight up character suggestions, or is there something that people would like to have in the discussion? Yeah, what are people feeling? What's something that's missing? They feel like it's missing from this show. Oliver, welcome back. I've been doing some random little card watercolor ones. It's really simple. I think I have a photo of one. Nothing super impressive, but I like it. Nice. Yeah, I'd like to see that. That'd be cool. I've been trying to do like tarot cards, and I just always fail on that side. Nice, Octobears, very cool. Red pandas. Red pandas are great. Oh yeah. Nice. Little tiny foxy boy. I like it. Alright. It's just about 3 o'clock. I think I'm spent. I need to go get some lunch. I wanted to give this guy some tattoos. So maybe we'll try that first. Maybe we'll give him some, like... I wanted to do something like this, where it's just like blip blip. maybe down the body. Fair, yeah. Could I have a taper? Just do like a random roll. Yeah, that's why I like tattoos as well. They kind of show off the form. And it's just a matter of trying to like find the right spot for them. I don't like that one as much. I don't know. Kind of hold back on sometimes and overcomplicate them. Yeah. Had to redraw them. Yep. That's life. Getting a little too overcomplicated, I think, is probably my big problem as well. Keep them simple. Keep them simple. That's good advice. Guess that wouldn't be there behind the shovel. But who knows? Who knows? I think that's about it for the day. I think we're good. Probably going to call it here. Gonna go get some lunch. Keep working on a video. That's all I got. It is Friday. I hopefully will get a video out either this weekend or next week, which would be great. I want to get another kind of random video out for Halloween. I think that'll be fun. Maybe some shorts. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep working on other small projects as well as commissions. Commissions are open. If you'd like to get one of those, just contact me on the Discord. Yeah. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. If you're doing Halloween stuff, I hope you have a fun time, safe time. If not, stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch everybody next week. Bye, everyone. Have a good one.